Hey everyone, welcome back to Shock Doc Medical. I'm Dr. Rod, and today we're diving into something that touches us all, our brain health. You know, human conversation is so much more than just words. It's full of emotion, shared experiences, and that subtle art of connecting. And that's exactly how I want to share today's insights with you. I recently read an article by Dr. Lisa Barnes, a cognitive neuropsychologist from the Rush Alzheimer's Disease Center. And it got me thinking about how our everyday choices can actually shape our future brain health. Dr. Barnes lays out some pretty compelling strategies for preventing or delaying cognitive decline. And honestly, it hit home. Dr. Barnes reminds us that cognitive impairment, the loss of memory and thinking skills, is a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease, a condition that's become a global public health priority. There are now about 55 million people worldwide living with dementia. That's a staggering number, and it tells us one thing loud and clear. Prevention is absolutely critical. What struck me in her talk is the idea that there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution here. Instead, it's about a mindful, multi-pronged approach. Think about it. Our conversations aren't just about the exchange of information. They're a blend of empathy, creativity, and real human connection. In the same way, our brain health isn't just about one factor. It's about balancing physical exercise, cognitive training, and even managing our blood pressure. Dr. Barnes walks us through some major studies. For instance, back in 2017, a committee from the National Academies reviewed a bunch of clinical trials. While the evidence wasn't conclusive enough for a big public announcement on dementia prevention, they did find promising hints that three things: cognitive training, blood pressure management, and increased physical activity could help. And then there's the Lancet Commission report from 2020, which put forward 12 modifiable risk factors. Can you believe that nearly 40% of dementia risk worldwide might be influenced by factors we can change, like physical inactivity or even social isolation? Now, let's get a little deeper. Managing cardiovascular risk factors, especially in midlife, seems to be a recurring theme. Studies like the SPRINT trial have shown that intensive blood pressure control can reduce major cardiovascular events. And even though the reduction in all-cause dementia wasn't statistically significant, there was a significant drop in mild cognitive impairment. That's huge. It's like catching a whisper before it becomes a shout. And then there's the FINGER trial from Finland, which really paints a picture of how a multi-domain intervention, combining exercise, diet, cognitive training, and cardiovascular risk management, can work wonders. Imagine a group of older adults coming together, getting personalized support, and actually seeing a 25% improvement in cognitive scores over 2 years. It's a testament to how interconnected our health really is. What's more, the US Pointer trial is now taking these lessons and adapting them to our own culture. It's a massive, multi-site trial looking at whether a similar approach can help older Americans at risk for cognitive decline. The fact that we're moving toward a model that considers all these overlapping factors feels very human to me. It's like treating the whole person, and not just a symptom or a number on a chart. This conversation reminds me that what makes human interaction so special is its complexity, emotion, empathy, and the nuance of our shared experiences. Just as we adapt our tone and language depending on who we're talking to, these interventions need to be tailored to each individual's unique life story. It's this rich interplay of factors, our physical health, our mental engagement, our social connections, that truly defines the human experience. So what can you take away from all this? Whether you're in midlife or later, it's never too early or too late to invest in your brain health. Consider small changes, regular physical activity, engaging in stimulating conversations and activities, and keeping an eye on those blood pressure numbers. And remember, these changes are not just about staving off dementia. They're about living a fuller, more connected life. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Shock Doc Medical. If you found this discussion as eye-opening as I did, please subscribe, share this episode with your friends and family, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. After all, our conversations, rich, empathetic, and human, are what drive us forward. Until next time, take care of your brain and each other.